So in this video, we're going to look at a base plate mistake. So I walked into a bank, which it was a fairly brand new bank, actually quite new. And I walked into the main lobby, and the first thing I saw was that and that. Caught my eye immediately. Um, you know, I consider this a mistake. Maybe the designer of this building really wanted to see those base plates like that with the bolts and all that stuff sticking up like that. But in my opinion, that's a clear mistake. So what happened here, and what could we do to make this better? And so, basically what probably would have happened in this case was there was a grade beam like so with a slab on grade probably in this building. Okay, so here's your grade beam here. Here's a slab on grade. And there was a curtain wall there, so likely that curtain wall would have been sitting like this. There would be the glazing. The frame would be sitting like that, and probably you'd have some insulation down here like so. And there'd be some insulation under here or whatnot. And then the column, I'll draw that in orange. But the column would have been coming down about right here. Okay, and of course with the big ugly base plate, something like that. So what would actually, if we cut, this would be in the background. If we actually cut through where the column occurs, it would look like it'd just be a wider grade beam. Because in plan view, basically, if this was the grade beam, it would just bump out with a pilaster like that to pick up the column sitting right there. And then in this case, the curtain wall would be in plan view would be sitting. Hopefully I didn't check, but the frame would have been sitting basically something like that, basically. So this is the condition that we see there right now. Okay, so up here. So what could they have done? They could have buried that base plate. So it is possible if you ask your engineer. Now remember, the engineer is not responsible for the design so much. It's the architects that are involved with the design. So the engineer might actually really like that base plate, right? So what could have happened here was basically this this grade beam could have been dropped like that. Okay, and then that column could have been extended down to a base plate that sat right here like so. And then the slab gets poured around the column. And then we would have had a much nicer situation on our hands. Okay, the tile could have been finished right up around the column. Looking at that in structural drawing, so this is kind of what that detail looks like. So you'll see right here, this is not that situation, but in this case, the column was sitting right near the outside of the wall, so it's sitting on a pilaster, and you can see right there that they dropped the slab down, put the base plate down underneath, and then came back and filled it in, so you get a much nicer look. So that's unfortunate, but something to watch for when you have working on that situation.